Welcome back. Dari Noka, Jim Don, and Robert Smith. One of the great stories in college football so far this season is not even in the continental U.S. It's the University of Hawaii, who's won a school record 8 straight games and currently sits in the AP Top 25 at number 25. Tonight, late tonight, our time, of course not so late, in Honolulu or in Hawaii, they take on Purdue on the islands. And then after that, it's a home game against Oregon State, so a big chance for Hawaii to really show what they've got against a couple of big teams. We are joined now on the telephone by University of Hawaii head coach June Jones. And Coach, first off, thanks for the time. And secondly, this scoring offense, 50 points a game, tops in the country, also tops in passing efficiency, passing offense, and total offense. What's been the secret to Hawaii's offensive success this season?
Well, obviously the quarterback has played pretty unbelievable. I was just reading a stat in the newspaper about him that he's completing 73 or 4% of his passes and had 49 drop balls this year, which would put him at 84%. Now, I played in the National Football League for 5 years. I'm not sure I'd go in the parking lot and complete 8 out of 10 passes against air, let alone in a game. So he's played pretty phenomenally.
Well, Coach, I know it's all about winning football games, but that quarterback, Colt Brennan, just 6 points shy of tying David Klingler's single-season record of 54 touchdown passes in a season. He's got 3 games to go. How much does Colt want to get that record?
Well, I'll tell you, he's pretty grounded. We don't even talk about any of the records. We don't talk about any of the stats. We know that in what we do, all that stuff comes along, with winning, and that's what we're focused on. That's what we've been focused on all year, and we've got a unique group of kids, and they're playing really hard.
You know, Coach, over the years, you've had so many good quarterbacks, and your system's been successful both in collegiate and pro football. But talking to pro scouts, this guy's just not a system quarterback. He's got a great upside, too, doesn't he?
No, he does. He's not a product of what we do. As I've always said this, I think our system makes average quarterbacks better, which is proven to do. But when you do have a great one like a Jim Kelly or Warren Moon, who have played in the system also, they have their best years, and I think that's true of Colt.
You got Jerry Glanville out there as defensive coordinator now, a real high-energy guy. How's it worked out having him on that staff with you?
It's been awesome. We've had a great time ever since he got here last year. It's been a great, a lot of fun, and he's gotten the kids believing and playing hard just like I knew he would. And we're playing pretty good defense the last few weeks. We're going to get challenged these next 2 games, though, playing Big Ten and Pac-10 teams. So we'll see how it fares out, but we're going to have fun while we do it.
Well, Coach, earlier this week, Purdue head coach Joe Tiller said that he couldn't really find a lot of positives out of coming out there and playing you guys. What's your reaction when you hear coaches say that there's not much to gain by going out and playing Hawaii?
Well, there was a few years ago when he beat them 66-0. Obviously now it's not as fun. I think a lot of it originates with John L. Smith's comments and complaining and crybaby style when we beat Michigan State a few years ago. But we'll just show up and play, and we'll play hard, and it's going to be a good football game.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight against Purdue. Hawaii head coach June Jones. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time on a game day. We appreciate it.
All right, guys.
All right, so, I mean, this is as explosive an offense as there is. They have scored over 60 points 4 of the last 6 games they have played. How legitimate is Hawaii when we're looking on a national stage?
Hey, they're really legitimate, and you look at this offense and you look at the scheme that they use, certainly that means a lot, the fact that they can spread you out and do all the things they can. But Colt Brennan's got the arm strength, he's got the mobility, he understands football. He couldn't be under any better coach for training the quarterback. And the fact remains that they continue to put these big numbers up week after week. They put it up against Alabama in the first game on the road. So you watch this team, and you also watch John Beck at BYU. These are 2 teams really do master throwing the football.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the thing about Hawaii, I mean, with Colt Brennan, it's not just that he's throwing a lot of touchdowns, he's not throwing a lot of interceptions either. So he's not putting his team on a short field against other teams. And I don't care, what team you are. If you can put up points, you've got a chance to win football games. I mean, look at USC last year. Look at the national championship game last year. USC and Texas. It was almost 1,000 yards of offense in that game. If you can outscore people, you have at least a shot in ball games.
Colt Brennan and Coach just mentioned this. June Jones mentioned mentioned this, his completion percentage, well over 70%. In fact, he's about a 0.5% just under your former Minnesota teammate, Dante Culpepper's collegiate record for completion percentage.
And you look at some of the guys that he's coached, and you look at Warren Moon, was inducted to the Hall of Fame. I mean, this run and shoot offense utilizes a lot of different elements, but what it always needs is a quarterback with the ability to read coverages, because you never know, Dory, every week who you're going to go against defensively, because they don't have any tape against this kind of offense. You see all these different coverages. You got to react as the game progresses. Colt Brennan certainly does a masterful job at it.
Well, speaking of offense, Hawaii's got a mighty, mighty good one. So does West Virginia, but it wasn't enough today as the number 7 Mountaineers